Long flights in economy aren't vacations, they're endurance tests disguised as transportation. But the truth is, you don't need an upgrade to survive them, you just need a few smart tricks. So today, I'm giving you 15 must-know tips to make economy feel less like punishment and more like, well, survival with style. Tip 1. Pick your seat like your sanity depends on it. If you've ever been pinned in the middle seat for 14 hours, you know it's less trip to Paris and more personal nightmare. Your seat is the single biggest decision you'll make. Window seats are gold for sleep and zero bathroom traffic. Aisles let you stretch and sneak to the galley without playing Twister with strangers. And yes, those sneaky back row seats that recline. Total underdog move. The catch is timing. Airlines open check-in 24 to 48 hours out. Set an alarm like you're trying to score concert tickets, because once the best spots are gone, you're stuck in the middle dungeon. Tip 2. Compression socks are your secret weapon. They don't look glamorous, they're not even Instagram-worthy, but compression socks are the reason you'll land feeling like a human instead of a bloated marshmallow. Think of them as Spanx for your legs, keeping circulation flowing, ankles from ballooning, and even doubling as foot warmers when the cabin temperature hits meat freezer. Every seasoned traveler has a pair, and when you see people sleeping peacefully while your legs feel like concrete, you'll wish you did too. Tip 3. Move like you're smuggling secrets. You don't have to turn the aisle into a gym, but if you sit frozen for 10 hours, your body will scream at you. The fix? Sneaky little movements. Flex your toes, circle your ankles, shift your weight, stand up every couple hours to refill water, even if you don't need it. Some airlines even play cheesy wellness videos in the seat back screen. Don't laugh, they actually help. Do it right and you'll step off the plane walking normally instead of limping to immigration like you aged 30 years in the sky. Tip 4. Build a sleep setup that actually works. Sleep in economy isn't about comfort. It's about tricking your body into thinking you're comfortable. First move, use the headrest wings. Fold them in and suddenly your head stops doing the bobblehead routine. That free pillow, stick it behind your lower back, not your neck. Got a scarf? Boom! It's now a blanket, a privacy curtain, or a pillow. And here's the real pro hack. Buckle your seatbelt over your blanket, not under. Flight attendants won't wake you up during turbulence checks, which means you'll actually stay asleep. Tip 5. Conquer the noise war. A plane cabin sounds like a mix of lawnmowers, crying babies, and that one guy blasting an action movie straight from his phone. Silence is priceless. If you can, bring noise-canceling headphones. They're not just headphones, they're force fields. Too bulky? Earplugs do the job if you know how to use them right. Roll, insert, hold, let them expand. Bonus points if you stack both together. Earplugs inside, headphones on top. Yes, you'll look like a DJ, but you'll sleep like royalty. Tip 6. Entertainment is survival fuel. 10 hours into a flight, staring at the seatback map isn't entertainment, it's torture. That's why you pack your own lineup. Pro move, save something special just for the flight. That podcast season you've been waiting to binge, the new Netflix show, hold it back until takeoff. Suddenly, it's not just economy and a P-white, it's movie night. And for your phone screen setup, forget neck cramps. Pop socket stand, sunglasses flipped upside down, or even the plastic bag hanging trick. Do they look ridiculous? Absolutely. Do they work? Every time. Tip 7. Eat and drink like a pro, not a rookie. The food cart is like a surprise guest who always shows up at the worst time. Midnight lasagna, dawn curry, mystery eggs. Eat heavy and you'll regret it. Stick to snacks you packed yourself. Light, simple, familiar. Nuts, granola bars, or a plain sandwich beats a bloated stomach midair. And drinks? Skip the alcohol and the triple espresso. They dehydrate you faster than the Sahara. The golden rule is water. A cup every hour or so. Want a cheat code? Electrolyte packets. Tiny, cheap, and they make a massive difference. Tip 8. Build a survival kit that lives under the seat. Here's the rookie mistake. shoving everything into the overhead and then realizing hours later the only thing you can grab is a sad airline biscuit. That's when you end up crawling over strangers just to fish out a charger or a snack. The fix is simple. Keep a slim survival kit under the seat. Not a giant backpack stealing your legroom, just a small pouch with the essentials. Headphones, charger, snacks, lip balm, toothbrush, maybe a tiny moisturizer. Everything you'll actually want mid-flight, right where you can reach it. It feels small, but it changes everything. No overhead bin gymnastics, no apologizing as you elbow your roommates, just calm, organized access, like you've built your own little first-class service in economy. Tip 9. Refresh before you land. 12 hours in recycled air leaves everyone looking like they lost a fight with a pillow in the cargo hold. The cure? A mini refresh kit. Toss in a toothbrush, face wipes, fresh socks, maybe even a clean shirt. About an hour before landing, sneak into the bathroom and reset. Brush, wipe, swap, breathe. It takes 5 minutes, and you walk out feeling like a new person. I tried this after a brutal overnight haul and came out looking like I'd just done a quick 2-hour hop, while the poor guy next to me still looked like abandoned luggage on the carousel. That tiny routine doesn't just freshen you up, it tricks your body into believing it survived the flight gracefully. And trust me, starting your trip feeling human instead of wrecked is worth the pocket space. Tip 10. Dress like you're binge-watching Netflix, not attending a fashion show. Look, I get it. Airports can feel like Fashion Week, but once you're wedged into that economy seat, those tight jeans and chunky belts turn into medieval torture devices. The real key is layers. Go for loose pants, a soft tee, and a hoodie or zip-up you can peel on or off when the cabin decides to swing from Arctic freezer to tropical sauna. And then there's the MVP, the oversized scarf. Don't underestimate it. That thing's a blanket when you're freezing, a pillow when your neck gives up, a curtain when you want privacy, even an eye mask if the cabin lights won't quit. It's the Swiss Army knife of travel comfort. Here's the pro-level move. Pack a quick change kit. Fresh underwear, socks, and a clean shirt. Do a 5-minute swap before landing, and suddenly you're the person strolling off the plane looking refreshed, while everyone else shuffles out like wrinkled laundry. It's a tiny effort that makes you feel like you hacked the whole system. Tip 11. Outsmart the bathroom stampede. The second that seatbelt sign goes ding, it's chaos, like the running of the bulls, but with carry-ons and bad coffee breath. Everyone charges the bathrooms at once. Fast forward a couple hours after meal service, and you've got a conga line stretching halfway down the aisle. Miserable. The smart move? Zig when everyone else zags. Hit the lav before boarding while you're still in the terminal. Bigger, cleaner, and no turbulence to worry about. Once you're in the air, time your bathroom runs for when the food carts roll out. Everyone else is trapped behind trays, which means the aisle to the lav is wide open. It feels almost criminal how easy it is. No waiting, no awkward shuffle dance outside the door, no mid-air balancing act while the plane bumps. You'll be back in your seat sipping water while the rest of the cabin is still queued up wondering why they didn't think of it first. Tip 12. Master the dry air battle. Cabin air is drier than most deserts, and your body feels it fast. Your lips start to crack, your nose burns, your skin flakes like it's shedding. The fix is surprisingly simple, but so often ignored. Hydrate from the inside and the outside. Inside means steady sips of water or an electrolyte boost. Outside means lip balm, a dab of moisturizer, and a little love for your skin. And here's the weird but brilliant hack. A tiny swab of ointment inside your nose. Sounds strange, but it works like magic. One traveler swore it stopped their mid-flight nosebleeds entirely. Do this, and suddenly you're not the person stumbling off with dry lips, bloodshot eyes, and skin like sandpaper. You actually step off the plane looking alive, not half mummified. Tip 13. Keep kids and yourself sane. Flying with kids doesn't have to feel like a hostage situation, oui. Though some days it might look like it, the real secret is familiar comforts. That scruffy stuffed animal they can't sleep without. Pack it. The same crackers they eat every afternoon? Non-negotiable. Those tiny familiar things flip the mood from chaos to calm faster than you'd think. When it comes to entertainment, don't over-engineer it. Sure, a tablet loaded with cartoons is gold, but little kids will happily burn an hour with stickers, doodles, or a good round of I Spy out the window. Sometimes the simplest distractions are the most effective. And here's the pro move: teamwork. Parents who try to do everything solo end up burned out halfway over the Atlantic. Trade shifts. One adult entertains, the other gets 10 minutes to breathe, then swap. Kids mirror your vibe. If you're stressed, they melt down. If you stay calm, they settle quicker. Flying with little ones will never be picture perfect, but with some planning and humor, it doesn't have to feel like survival training either. Tip 14. Outsmart jet lag before it hits. The silent enemy of long-haul flights isn't turbulence, it's jet lag. That time zone punch in the face when you land can ruin your first few days. The fix starts before you board. Shift your sleep schedule slightly toward your destination. Earlier if you're going east, later if west. On the plane, reset your watch to local time and eat sleep by that clock. Want an edge? Step outside when you land. Daylight is your body's reset button. If you really want to get nerdy, apps like Timeshifter map out exactly when to nap or seek light. Jet lag feels unbeatable, but with the right prep, you'll land ready to explore instead of collapse. Tip 15. Claim small wins. That add up. The truth? Surviving economy isn't about one magic hack. It's about stacking little wins. The seat you picked, the socks you wore, the water you sipped, the refresh kit you packed. Each one seems small, but together they flip the flight from misery to manageable. It's like building your own upgrade without paying for it. By the time you land, you'll still be tired, sure, but not wrecked. You'll actually have energy to enjoy that first coffee in Paris or that first sunset in Tokyo, instead of stumbling straight into bed like a zombie. So there you have it. 15 must-know tips to make long-haul economy not just survivable, but actually bearable in 2025. Now I want to hear from you. What's the worst flight mistake you've ever made? And what's the smartest hack you've discovered? Drop it in the comments so we can all steal your ideas. And if this helped you out, give it a like. Share it with the friend who always picks the middle seat, and hit subscribe so you've got backup for your next trip. Safe travels, and may your next long haul feel a whole lot shorter.